Hello everybody, welcome to the sportiest stream. Nice to see you all here tonight. We've got some action for you, and it is going to be fun. Skyward series takes to the field. We've got 2 matches coming up. Let's take a look at our schedule. You guys can already see we already have our first match, Cerberus FC versus Team Ignition. Same org we played yesterday, but a different roster. Later on tonight, we'll see a premiere match with Invicta Knights and New Age Demon Hounds. Again, I told you, this is pretty big action. You gotta love some good teams coming in here for these matches tonight. Of course, as I mentioned already, our first match, Cerberus FC, Team Ignition. Let's take a look at the rosters. Again, I remind you, same org for Ignition, different players. The only one we're hurting is Cody. That is Cody, who's their captain. Yeah, there's 2 Codys on this team. This is the most complicated team to have to pronounce ever, because they can never, well, they have two Codys. So it's Cody and Cody LN. I'll be using those names very specifically here. We're running it out with another C name, CJ. And of course, Krevlo, who has also been on this team for quite a while. Actually, he's been on this team ever since I actually joined the org. He stayed as their sub, a pretty loyal sub, I'll give him that. He's also been a guy who's actually casted with me on this stream. In fact, he was my co-caster when I actually announced my joining of this organization. Of course, though, I don't know if he'll be here tonight. I don't think he will be. Very likely. He doesn't usually play unless you absolutely need him to. Instead, I have a feeling we'll be seeing Cody, CJ. As the roster, the 3 C's, I guess, of Rocket League. I guess we could call them that if we wanted to. Again, they'll be playing against Cerberus, who, well, they've had a pretty rough season. 1-4 is their record. And compared to the 4-1 Team Ignition, yeah, things don't look good for the Cerberus side. Their only win also being a forfeit win, so they had a rough time. For Ignition, though, the only loss coming to Invicta Knights, who are much higher ranked than them, and for both these teams, different things they're looking at. For Cerberus, if they want a chance to make it to the playoffs, they gotta start getting wins here. For Ignition, if they want to make it to top 4, getting wins is probably going to have to happen here. They can't just get wins. They have to get good wins. And that's going to be very difficult, but not impossible. Of course, again, let's see how these teams do. As prediction poll is up. Cerberus, Ignition. One of these teams will win tonight in this one, as matches should be exciting. Prediction poll means now you can vote for who you think will take it. I expect we'll see a good amount of votes for Ignition. They are the favorites in this matchup, quite heavily the favorites in this matchup. Cerberus have a lot of proving to do. In fact, Cerberus, again, their season has gone not well for this team. Again, this is one of those seasons where you're on a team and things just aren't going your way. And it doesn't help. The schedule hasn't helped them either. Having to play Team Sin, Esports, Hitman, Patos Poderosos, and Demonic Phantoms. The weakest of those, I think, is not Team Sin, actually. It's definitely not Team Sin with Demonic Phantoms. Might be Patos. Patos Poderosos currently 2-3. They also have to play again Hitman, who are 3-2. So again, the season not been very easy. Those are some very tough teams, and I've played against one of those teams. I've played against Team Sin. I've played against Patos. Just recently, I played against Hitman. Their season does not get easy. In fact, I don't think it stays being easy. It does. They do get other matchups on later in the season that are maybe easier for them. Like again, Ignition Academy is actually going to be their next match, which will be on that team. I believe is also not doing too badly. Yeah, Ignition Academy is 2-3. Then they play Immigrants last, who are also 3-2. So Cerberus, the season does end up being a little bit easier for them at the end, but right now the season has not been easy. Their schedule has not been very favorable to this team. But we will get them in this matchup very, very soon. Just making sure that everything is working well here. And Cerberus, Ignition, a match that should be extremely interesting to listen to. A match that I'm ready to hear. Just waiting for both these teams to join. And of course, we will get this match started any moment. As soon as both these teams do join on in, I know Cerberus is already actually in the lobby. In fact, they actually even have their coach with them. And hi. As again, they actually have a lot of people. We'll see who actually stays in the lobby. They can't have spectators in these matches. Unless Ignition agrees to it. I have no problem with letting spectators in if Ignition agrees to it. And they probably have already agreed to it. I just haven't heard from them. And we'll see what's happening here with these teams again. We do have Cerberus in the lobby. In fact, it looks like the matchup's going to be Mr. Triad, Happy Little Rages, and Hazy Eagle. Here, and I should probably actually put the lineups so you can see who actually is playing on these teams. There you go. Again, seems like that's going to be their lineup. And we are just approaching start time here. As soon as Ignition joins, we can get this match started, I think. Oh no, I know who Lizard is. That's their last one. That's their fourth player. That's Hirolshi. Probably actually change the name around actually. Here, let me fix this. That's their fourth. Lizard is their fourth. They didn't actually tell me about their in-game name. It is a little different, so let me. There we go. There you go. Lizard's their fourth actually. Yeah, they actually, yeah, again, we just had an in-game name there. Mix up. That's their epic name, and of course they're going by the name that they have on Discord. So things have changed. It might be their Steam name. They might be a Steam player. That does sometimes make the difference. As everybody's in the lobby, just gotta quickly check something. As we are hearing, alright, we got confirmation, yeah, they're fine with spectators, so we'll go in here and we'll get this series started again. Winter Lizard, also known as Hirolshi. As we have both these teams chatting with each other, I love to hear that. As we will, well, I do feel bad about breaking their conversation. But we will get this best of 5 started. Minder, Team Ignition, and Cerberus here on the field. Let's get this series going. Cerberus, again, they do have a sub, as they won't be playing with them. They'll have Happy Little Rages, Hazy Gull, and Mr. Triad here, taking on Krevlo, CJ, and Cody. Krevlo actually on the field, and not Cody LN. Interesting choice for them, but of course, getting their sub some action here as Team Ignition on the orange, Cerberus FC on the blue. Cerberus only had a 1-4 record. They are not inside the top 20 that do qualify for the playoffs. Whereas for Ignition, they have made up a pretty good season for themselves, a 4-1 record. Something that is very respectable, something that not a lot of other teams have been able to match. Now, pass down from Cody. That's a good pass to CJ. That one is high, though. Team Ignition, wait back as follow coming in from Nuke. Thank you for the follow, Nuke. Welcome to the stream. You just joined in at the right time here. We're starting game 1 of the first series of the night. Team Ignition, Cerberus FC. Cerberus putting on some pressure here. That shot's gone on. Krevlo's got the block. Ignition do not look comfortable here. And it isn't every day you play with your sub, but even then, Krevlo's been on this team for a while. Oh, but Krevlo! Oh! Maybe I should shut up. He's looking incredible. I should not have said anything. Krevlo, man, he just came out and shutted me up here. What a double tap. Wow, we're not even a minute in. And Krevlo already popping off. It comes from Krevlo, who was one of the most important players for this team last season when he had to play during a lot of their playoff matches. In fact, his help was one of the reasons why the Ignition squad back then was able to qualify. That roster being, I believe, it was the end of the season. Ruby, no, it was not. It was Cody Drazix. No, not Ruby was not involved. It was Cody Drazix and Krevlo. Again, that was after Ruby left and before Drazik left, and again, Krevlo having to play in as a sub for most of that season, then having to come into the playoffs. Showed up. He looked incredible, actually, when he was on this stream, including an impressive Game 7 win over Unknown Esports' Unknown Esports and Blurry. That team, that was a very scary season for them. They, again, got into the top 8. Now this season, they're trying to do even better here as Odie, it's round 1. D50 with Triad. In comes CJ. Ignition not taking any chances right now. Krevlo, bit of a miss there. Happy Little Rages on the field. Happy go looking for the bump. That one has gone wide. Ignition, again, just do not look comfortable. I bet you that Cerberus is giving them. Well, Cerberus, I mean, they have their own issues, and I mean, that shot there could have gone in. Ignition. Again, it just feels like that, so whenever they put on defense, it just doesn't feel like they really are cohesive, and it makes sense again with the sub, but even so, there's a sub that should be working with the team pretty well. This is one of the better subs you can have. Is someone who you've known for a very long time as Krevlo. Can get that one, but Cody will. Ignition, still no second goal, but here comes Krevlo. He wants to drop it down! That one's saved by Happy Little Rages. Team Ignition. Search again. Easy goal. Dribbles it. One. It's off of CJ, who has stopped moving. Ignition. I'd have to play a 2v3 for now, as TJ, I don't know if he's having some ping issues. We'll take a look here. He doesn't look like it. He just has stopped here. Ignition to play some strong defense. Krevlo doesn't read it. Neither does the rest of Cerberus. Team Ignition can keep their 1-goal lead for now. As Krevlo off the back wall. Another double whiff from Cerberus here. Mechanics starting to plague this team. CJ has actually returned. Now midfield, that may not be a good play from CJ, and it definitely won't end up that way. Happy Little Rages gets one back for Cerberus. An Ignition laid us up earlier, maybe they didn't take this team all that seriously, now they have to. Because Cerberus is taking full advantage of the issues that Ignition are having. And now all they need is one more goal and they can take the lead. Krevlo, though, doesn't want it. One is saved away. Cerberus. One of the ways they are starting to break this team is through demos. If they can't beat them mechanically, and we've seen that their mechanics do not exceed what Ignition has, and they can definitely beat them with demos. But that one, a simple shot from Hazy Goal, and again, Ignition do not look comfortable. CJ never challenged, and I think he was expecting Krevlo to be near post. Krevlo was not there. Ignition struggling on rotations in this 4-in-1 side. Does not look like that 4-in-1 side that has been able to beat so many other incredible teams this season. Cerberus want free, Cody. And now another double commit. This one should be countered, but Krevlo, his touch only as far as Cody. He's trying to find CJ, Ignition. Again, I think they took this team very lightly here in Cerberus. They're going to find that that is a bad idea. Now in the final minutes, they are the ones who are down. They are the ones who are chasing, not Cerberus. Ignition. A lot of work to do. CJ back in touch, trying to leave it for Krevlo. Now to the midfield. This one pinched out Cody, hits it high. Mr. Triad doesn't read it. CJ, that one's gone off the back. Cody, where's the shot? Panic for Cerberus. Krevlo now, he's gone wide. And Cerberus get this one out. Cody, the net. Krevlo, fake play, and Cody's gonna get credit with that one. Team Ignition with 14 seconds to spare. Do find one back. Cerberus could not get that ball out, and a little fake from Cody trying to see, from Krevlo. Hot Cerberus waiting on the back post. Now Cerberus tied up with Ignition in game 1. 10 seconds. That's not a good touch. CJ, maybe chance downfield. Up is Krevlo. He doesn't read it. Cody. That shot's gone wide. Krevlo's trying to keep it alive. That will hit the ground. As why is that happening? A raid from NJ Outlaw. Thank you for the raid of 13. How is your stream, Outlaw? We're in game 1 of Series 1 of the night. Team Ignition versus Cerberus FC. Cerberus trying to make an upset here. Game 1. Definitely taking advantage of an Ignition side that is currently playing with their sub, and an Ignition side that is not looking very comfortable. It's Hazy Goal. Double commit from Ignition. Redirect from Cody, trying to spare some time here. Again, it feels like Ignition are backtracking. CJ, back for Cody. No clears coming. Ignition. Maybe a bit of a sense of urgency here with this game, how it's feeling for them. It's Cody now to the back wall. Still not creating any chances. Cerberus not risking anything, just getting that ball out of their defense. But here comes Krevlo, midfield for CJ. He'll tuck it in. Team Ignition maybe have saved themselves a little bit here at game one. They were down at 1 point. They made the comeback. They came back and took it in overtime. But this series has not started off well for the favorites. As maybe the addition of their sub playing has maybe not done what they wanted. And I think for this team, they were maybe just downplaying what the Cerberus could do. Game one goes to Ignition, albeit just barely. They do not look comfortable. And I think for Cerberus, if they can push that ball over their half a little bit more easily, they will find goals. They'll find a good amount of them. I think they'll have game wins too. Team Ignition. Do they now have Cody LN join in? He is available. He is one of their starters as well. Do they have Cody LN come in and go for their normal roster, or do they make some adjustments? Or do they not? Do they stick with the same roster? Do they continue to let Krevlo have more time? I mean, how game one looked, be a little worried for this Ignition side. But Cerberus, again, credit to Cerberus, not giving up, not going to be the team that gets punched down here. Instead, they're really giving Ignition a run for their money. Still, game one goes to Ignition, the team in orange. With so much on the line, they do add in the change. They're gonna have Cody LN come in for CHS. Yeah, we got both Codys on the field now. Oh, I dreaded the moment I'll ever have to say this. Cody LN up in front. Krevlo shot. Krevlo scores. It all comes from Cody LN, or as he's known by LN. In front for Krevlo, and a great just high up pass. Cerberus not fast enough to react. Krevlo, he's been playing pretty well, admittedly, even coming in as a sub. He looks pretty confident in this series. And he had that incredible double tap to get the first goal of last game for this team. Now in game two, he's getting the first goal again. As for Cerberus, they've made a change. Lizards coming in for a Hazy goal. Another substitution. Cerberus not have a game one, but again, they also have their subs available. They also have their coach as well in Ty watching this one. Both these teams did agree to have spectators, so Team Ignition Cerberus just playing with that in mind as Cody gets past two. Krevlo, no shot, missed triad, hits it across his net. Cerberus, be a little careful as have a little rages. And as far as Krevlo, off the ceiling shot. We scoop that one high. No one from Cerberus even jumped to it. Krevlo nearly put another one in as, again, one thing that Ignition maybe want to take more of advantage of is the mechanical game. And it's something that Cerberus have had a lot of difficulties in. And if Ignition can do that more, maybe they find more ways to break through. Krevlo definitely just trying to use his speed in front for Cody. Lizards got the block. Ignition, try again. Cody LN to the back wall. Second touch! He's put that one down! Team Ignition, never in doubt on the double tap. It's Cody LN taking advantage of the mechanics, and he shows us his here. Game two going to Ignition again. They have a bigger lead here. And now, the confidence for Ignition just ever more. But it is Cerberus here trying to push, but that one, huge mistake. Ignition the other way. Cody LN, he's looking for the dribble. He's put it top right corner. And now this game really starting to fall away from Cerberus. Last game looked a bit ugly from Ignition. This game, much more clinical. There are lots of issues on Cerberus here. I mean, last game, again, they could keep up. This game, so I see Ignition use more of that pace. Because, again, the addition of Cody LN maybe just made all the changes they needed. Whatever it was, Team Ignition owned a roster that have worked that is now taking down Cerberus even faster, without as much worries as Travel up the sidewall. Mr. Triad gets over Cody, having little rages. Doesn't look like he was going to go for that redirect, but instead gave up on the opportunity. For Cerberus, a lot less offense than what they'd want as Crevelo's shot's gone wide. Cody does steal the boost, but now Mr. Triad with little rages. 2v1 wants the pass, and LN gets rid of that one. Now he's passed to Cody. That's a great pass. That's a good shot. That's a great save. Happy little rages. Team Ignition will be denied a fourth. Now we've gone to the halfway point in this game. Off the corner. Cody LN, high lob to Cody, and that one will go on targets. Cody to Cody passing play. Team Ignition at 4, just past the halfway mark of this one. Again, that's just much more control from this team. This is a roster that just feels a little more cohesive. Definitely feels like one that just knows each other a lot more. But with the changes having been made, I wonder if we're going to see more of those in the series. Ignition, even after the last game, they make those changes. Same thing for Cerberus. I feel like we're going to be seeing that again for Game 3, but we'll have to find out about that as Revelo, that's actually midfield Mr. Triad. That's a good shot. That's off the bar and in. Team Ignition with a really poor play in the corner here. Revelo needs to keep control there. Hitting it out midfield like that only serves one purpose, and that is to find the other team. Instead of that, he should have kept it in the corner, kept it where it's safe. For Team Ignition, again, they still have a 3-goal buffer. They don't have to worry all that much. Although Cerberus are trying to make a comeback, if any. I mean, they have shown that they can definitely keep up. Well, this Ignition team feels like they are starting to really pull away here as off the ceiling. That's a great pass down for Crevlo. He's hit the post. That will go wide. Cody had a brilliant pass. Team Ignition almost was able to get that one there and regain that 4-goal lead. Now in for Mr. Triad. Crevlo's got the clear. Team Ignition holding the back wall strong, something that Cerberus had more difficulties doing so, especially when it comes to those double taps. Feels like they've given Ignition some free space in that back wall. If they can cover that a little bit more, Ignition do lose one source of so many of their goals. As Lizard miss off that. In comes Cody LN, but he's too slow. Lizard's got a second touch. Or more rather, his first touch just missed off that back wall. Cerberus now on offense, but well, not for long. Crevlo gonna get the dunk on Mr. Triad. He baits him into that challenge. Lizard now. Cody's LN's beating him. Cody stopped by Mr. Triad. Cerberus want this one gone. Team Ignition won't let him. This one cleared away. Lizard to the corner. Maybe trying to find a player midfield, but that touch only goes as far as Crevlo. Pinch! Wait a second! Cody Ellens dropped out of the sky. Team Ignition, a strange goal, but I'll tell you nonetheless, a very creative play there from Cody Ellen to fall on that. I don't even think Crevlo knew that was a possibility there. Team Ignition have that one. Teamwork in a situation that I don't think was really expecting teamwork. But they don't mind. 5-1 now the scoreline. Crevlo, he might want 6. That double tap is not going to be one that he can get. Team Ignition go all the way back. Lizard. Actually, we'll leave it for Mr. Triad. That no miscommunication means Cody can clear. Cerberus just playing defense, just letting the time tick down here. Game 2 is definitely over. And this one, unlike Game 1, it really wasn't Cerberus' game. Whether it be the sub from Ignition or the sub from Cerberus, Ignition will take this one here. A 1-second goal. Crevlo has 2 to himself. And Game 2 now over. Trying to find Game 3. Off the corner. Wait, does Cody get this one as well? He wants a 7th. Ignition feels like it's a little greedy there. They're still keeping it up. Maybe a chance for Cerberus to score. Cody, the back wall, he wants a psycho. I don't think we're going to see that happen at any point soon. Ball will hit the ground. Team Ignition now 1 game away from a sweep. This game much better from them. Much more confident. They had a lot more control. And maybe it has something to do with the Cody synergy. I don't know. I'm just pulling at straws here at this point. I have no clue. Whatever it is, this game, just maybe more confidence in general. Always a possibility. Well, whatever it is, they are one game away from sweeping Cerberus, winning Cerberus from getting their first win of the season. That has not been a forfeit. And yeah, Cody in chat just said, I promise I was trying to psycho and not own goal at the end there. No, I noticed, Cody. I literally said it was going to be a psycho. He could not get it. Although, yeah, not the best touch of the back wall there at the end of that one. I would have loved it if he hit a psycho. That's never happening. I don't think we'll be seeing a psycho anytime on this stream soon. Oh, we got a game free. Another change? No changes made from Ignition, but Cerberus bringing in Hazy Goal for Lizard once again, trying out their roster that almost won game 1. Oh, hey there, Go Warrior. What are you doing here? I just noticed you. How you doing, Cobra? You never know. Yeah, you never know about the Psycho, but I don't think we're going to see one from a GC1 anytime soon. Except maybe Blurry. I mean, he can do literally anything. Blurry can do basically anything. If it's Blurry on the stream, there's a chance. There's a small chance he could get a Psycho. That's the only player I think that could ever get one, as Cerberus already starting off well. What a save from Grevel off the crossbar. Team Ignition. And already, yeah, being put under pressure. No, game 1 was not because Ignition was playing badly. It was because Cerberus was playing well. They're starting off this game this way. And Team Ignition, well, game 1 was not because of them, although I'm sure they had some part of it with that roster having looked as awkward as it did. No, it had to do with Cerberus and this lineup finding a lot more success as Cody. Not a great pass there, but Ellen's gonna jump for it. Revlo on a redirect. Cody Ellen in there too. Ignition commit too much, and Cody's missed! Oh, it's a huge whiff from Cody! Hazy Goal has it for free! Cerberus did not expect a goal there. They just wanted that one out, and Cody's just whiffed. And that one cannot go in there. Team Ignition with a gift for Cerberus FC. No relation to Sporty FC. By the way, no relation to me. We've had a couple teams actually on the stream before actually be called FC. We had Washed FC on the stream before, if you guys remember that team. In fact, that team's pretty memorable in the stream, being the first one to ever win in a perfect sweep, giving up 0 goals in a best-of-5 series. They're actually one of 2 teams who have done that. Cerberus! Yeah, well, that's not... right now, they're trying to be one of the teams that maybe could get a reverse sweep on the stream. That's happened a little more often, though. The Team Ignition not going to let it happen easily. Great save from Hazy Goal. Mr. Triad gets past Cody. Triad all by himself under Cody LN. Hazy Goal. That shot is wide, and Cody can get it clear, but he's been dunked by Ages. That one's up for Triad. That shot never materialized. Cerberus FC missed their opportunity. It was floating in front of the net. Ignition were waiting. Cerberus could not get that one going. Krevlo now up the corner. Ages. Oh, and a lot of players fumbling in front of the nets. In front for Cody. That shot's gone back, posting in. Team Ignition watches as Cerberus FC slowly starts to pull to that corner. I mean, you see all 3 players going to point that direction. And that leaves the midfield wide open for Cody to take that shot. They tie it up at 1. Team Ignition have definitely not made the series look easy. They are still the ones who are in the favorites, and Cody actually almost took the lead there with that shot. It's Krevlo trying to find Cody on the other side of the field. The old teammates again back. They were even teammates back when this was originally known as Ignition Academy, if you remember that team name. Krevlo was the sub then. He was with Cody, he was with Drazix and Ruby on that old roster, the roster that actually would end up winning Blackline Championship Series Season 11 Academy Series, marking the first tournament win ever for the organization. Well, again, they want to make that 2 here, maybe in this season, the Skyward Series. Definitely their best season so far. Last season was one where they had a rough season. They didn't have the roster that really worked for them again. At the end of the season, they actually had Krevlo playing for them. Well, he played well. He, I think, lost out in the quarterfinals. This season, they want to go further. We'll see if that is what will happen. But right now, for this season, regular season, they're looking pretty good. Krevlo's dropped down. That's not in, but Cody will finish it off. 2 goals for the captain. Team Ignition almost got a goal off of that redirect from Krevlo, but Cody won't mind taking that one. And for Krevlo, yeah, he definitely had an opportunity to get that one. I mean, I don't blame him as well. Cerberus did not think he would actually be able to hit that one down. They thought it would hit off the back wall. They're positioned well over the net for it. Krevlo will make them second guess. As Cody LN off the back wall, Happy Little Rage is missing. Krevlo, fake on Hazy, by that one saved by Triad. Krevlo did not see an opportunity to shoot there, instead trying to get the defenders to jump. That's why you always have two in ready on your back line, and Cerberus will put that second player to use. Triad for a tie game. Cody LN won't let it. Get away, Happy Little Rages. Midfield, he's being chased by Krevlo off the back wall. Krevlo won that second, couldn't get it, but Cody will hit it in. A diversion tactic from Krevlo, and Cody will benefit. Not that Cody, the other Cody. Team Ignition, lead by 2. And they find success here again. Still not even a minute left. Still not even at the final minute warning. That's what I meant to say. Ignition. Always take this one in a sweep. Krevlo. Up to the back wall. LN. Wanted to maybe get a tight angle touch there, but one won't work. And now I have a little rage with the demo. Cerberus. And if there's anything that they have used quite well, it has been the demo game. And now, Dimsy, this attempt from Triad. That won't go in. Hazy goal off the corner. Midfield. Where's the shot? Oh, Krevlo's just slid in the way there. I can't believe he got to that. Cerberus FC. I thought they were going to get that second goal there. That one will end up going away as Krevlo makes a clutch play. Now LN. Saved by Rages. Krevlo up the corner. Jumping is Cody, but still no shots. Team Ignition. Just trying to let the time tick down. Actually, we'll get a 4th goal too. Cody LN. A little help from his captain to get the bumps there. Cody off the corner, stole that boost. And got rid of Hazy goal. The other Cody put in the shot. Yes, it is as confusing as it sounds. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying my best here. When there's a team with 2 people with very similar names like this, there's only so much I can do. And that one, oh, huge flub off the kickoff. Cody will take it. And I believe that's his 4th. Yeah, that's his 4th goal of the game. Mr. Triad completely whiffed. And Team Ignition have another one. Team Ignition. Can be pretty happy there with that. But now with the certain sweep, they just want to make sure that this time I think ticks down here. And who can blame them? Taking the time, kind of do the rest of the work as Happy Little Rages almost had a shooting opportunity, but Krevlo will clear. Final second, Mr. Triad wants this one to hit the ground. Pinch with Rages midfield. That one won't find another car. Team Ignition take the series in a sweep. It was an expected result, but not in the way they maybe predicted. It was quite close. Although Team Ignition would pull away in the last 2 games. Still, though, again, I think the series was a lot closer, and I think for Ignition, they definitely maybe got a bit of a wake-up call that they cannot underestimate any team in this league. Again, that is their win, their series victory. Cerberus FC, unfortunately, will have to just try again next week for their first win of the season. That, again, is not a forfeit. Again, we are going to get a short chat here with Team Ignition, but again, they take the series in sweep as expected. As yeah, we are going to chat with Ignition. Here, we just got a confirmation again. A sweep here for them. Again, one sec. Let me actually go to the screen here. There we go. Again, Team Ignition are your winners. I know we have more matches coming tonight. Stick around to see that. As yeah, we're going to connect with the Ignition team. As bring me here. Should be their full roster. Again, welcome in Cody, LN, and Krevlo. Congratulations on your win. A sweep over Cerberus. It was expected. Maybe not the way you guys predicted, especially with that game 1. Cody, though, you get your win. You guys continue your successful season. How are you feeling?
Good, man. I mean, that was a fun game. That's a good group of guys. We were just talking about it that they have a lot of potential. They have like good 50s, good challenges. So it was a fun game. We in game one, CJ had a little bit of internet issues, and so he was like AFK for half the game and made that one a little bit nervous. But then once we subbed him out for Cody LN, we got to just start playing our game and having fun.
Yeah, of course, and of course, we got to talk about how confusing this naming is. Cody Allen, is there? And I know Chad's been talking about this, but I need to ask this: is there at any point when you guys, say, "Cody, go for it"? Wait, no, that Cody. Is there any time that's ever
Yeah,
happened?
we actually just had that happen because Krev was actually like taking a pass over to Cody, and he was like, Cody, to you, and I was like midfield. I was underneath him and the ball, and I was gonna just go for a shot on it, and then I had to like really stop myself and just realize, wait, that's the wrong Cody.
Yeah, of course. Again, so yes, that
That was
situation
pretty
does
funny.
happen, Chad. I know you all have been talking about it. And obviously, Krevlo coming in. You were the super sub last season. Helped this team, a team that was somewhat struggling actually in the regular season, to then make a top 8 performance this season. You subbed in for this series. You guys have come out to a much better start, a much better run. Those top 8 roles probably still, somewhat in your mind, but, helping your team here gets to an even better position. That top 4 is still within reach for you guys. Helping your team get there. Tell me about kind of the work that this team puts in to make sure you can be the best you can.
That's
Krev?
you.
Crab, yeah, that was you, Crab.
Has Krev muted himself?
Shoot, sorry.
I think Krev muted himself. Here you
My
go,
bad, my
Krev.
bad.
You heard that, right?
Yeah, I heard most of it. But yeah, no, we're just trying to make sure like we, play together more as a team and stuff, because that was something I feel like we struggled with a little bit in the off season, and I think maybe a little bit towards the end of the last season as well. So we're just really trying to work together to get more scrims in, practice more, do some more like overall replay reviews and stuff. And yeah.
Well, again, you do your thing. Obviously, CJ's also here with us. CJ, coming in. I mean, you're on. I think you're on Unknown last season, right? So you're on Unknown last season. CJ. And I know CJ's muted. I don't know if CJ can hear me.
We'll figure out that he's muted eventually.
Oh yeah, I was muted.
There we go. There we go. Yeah, everybody's having muting issues here. All right then. Well, anyways, CJ again. You're on Unknown last season, right? You're on
Yep.
Yeah, which team was it? I can't remember.
It
There's
was
two of them.
unknown array.
Arif, and what was the other one again? The other one was...
Yeah.
And there's 2 unknown teams. There's Unknown Arif, and what was the other one again? It was,
Aurora.
No, that was not the other All-Star one, was it? Aurora? No wonder those names are confusing.
It was that, I'm pretty sure. That was when I played in for the money tournaments.
Oh, no, I don't know. I meant last season, the team that you weren't on. Last season for Skyward Series.
Yeah, I was on a Wraith last season.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
Arif.
he was on a race with Blurry.
Yeah, he was with the
Yeah.
MVP. No, I was talking about,
I keep
again...
on saying Aerith.
Arif, I've heard both. I always say Arif, personally. That's always what I've gone with, but I know people have said both. But again, CJ, coming in this season, I mean, everybody's at the end of last season was like, Arif is an insane team, and then your season didn't end so well. Actually, you lost to Ignition. To get out of to have your season end, you lost to Ignition. It was, well, it was me casting as well. I got to see that series. That was a really interesting series, but again, ending that season, getting over to Ignition, a new environment, new players, a completely new system. Because back in Aerith, it was very much a solo play heavy system. On Ignition, it is exactly not that system, although admittedly, Krevlos hit it pretty nasty solo play in game 1. But most of what you guys do is team plays. Tell me about kind of the transition of play styles. I mean, from a team that is strictly solo plays to a team that is strictly based on following each other up.
Alright. So the rotations are completely because Blurry, you know him, the mechanical wizard, he would always like to do some solo plays. Yeah. And this team, it's like more about passing than it is like solo plays and mechanics, like with Blurry.
That was simple. That was a very simple answer. Again, you guys it's a change of positions, it's a change things. Obviously, Cody, to end off with you again. I mentioned it with Krevlo, but I mentioned it with you because you were on this team last season and you were part of that playoff roster. Again, your playoffs have been woes ever since Blackline season 11. You guys have gotten close to, but have never been able to taste victory, championship. This season, What are you going to do to guarantee that?
I think we're just gonna keep putting in the hours. Everyone here is like very, individually motivated to keep improving as a team. Especially, like Cody Ellen kind of helps me out with scheduling some scrims, like getting everyone motivated, figuring out all their schedules. So everyone's really like putting in the effort individually to make sure that we improve as a team. And so I think the closer and closer we get to playoffs, the more we're gonna improve and really like kind of like analyze our mistakes. Because right now we're having fun and the season's going well, but when it comes time to like the championship grind, we're gonna treat it differently and be putting hours in scrimming and really understanding where our flaws are.
Of course, you guys again had a successful season, a very impressive season so far. There's not a lot of teams that can match what you do. Ironically, actually, I'm on one of those teams that actually has been able to match your record. But again, you
I
guys.
think we played each other last week of the season.
We played. We're going to
Yeah.
play week 8. We're going to play week 8, so that will be
Yep.
interesting. Again, you guys have a lot of work to do. You guys got to continue on your season. You guys are successful sweep over Cerberus FC. Congratulations on your win. Before you go, though, we always do this. The little shout-out section. We'll go through all of you. We have a lot of time, actually, before our next match. So we'll start with Krevlo, go down the line. So, Krevlo, you have any final words for this stream?
Nothing that I can really think of. I mean, always appreciate to have you cast in our matches and stuff. So, gotta thank you for sure, and
wanna-
also the team because of how hard we've all been working together.
And I mentioned this before as well on my stream, but Krevlo is actually one of the few people who's worked with me with commentary before. That was fun.
Yeah, indeed. it
The
was.
few times you actually had availability to join me with casting, but again, a fun time. Obviously, next up we'll go to LN here. Cody LN, you have anything that you want to add to that?
Absolutely not. I am just chilling right now, waiting for some food. So I guess shout out to my girlfriend for being a good cook. No, babe, you're fine. You're fine. Yes, you're fine. But thanks for casting as always. Love you, Sporty.
Of course, again, obviously next up we'll go to CJ. You have anything that you want to add to that? So far, we've heard appreciations for food and appreciations for commentary. You have anything that you want to add to that? I guess.
Not really. I'm just, chilling here, doing my schoolwork. Start school tomorrow, Yeah, trying to get the extra credit in there.
He's
You know,
multitasking.
yeah.
He's multitasking out here. Of course, again, and obviously we'll end up with Cody here. You won yesterday, actually, for Team
Yes.
Ignition. Now today you win, and maybe in another fashion in another league. You have any shoutouts that you want to give?
Just shout out to the team. All the guys have been putting in the time, helping each other grow. Shout out Ignition as always. Shout out you, Sporty. You cast out so many of our games and really starting to learn our play style. It may actually end up hurting us last week when we play you because you're gonna know how we play and I'm not gonna know how you play. So it'll.
Gotta start
But,
casting
I will be
schools
playing,
now.
by the way. I will be playing that week, so you better
Nice.
be careful. You better watch out. You better be careful. 'Cause
I know.
And
I
just
watched
watch
that
out for demos. It should be easy.
you better be careful, because I definitely have done a little bit of a common sense now that I've seen you guys. Now for the first time, actually, this is the first time I've seen you guys this season, which is interesting.
Nice.
But
Yeah.
I mean, next week's gonna be interesting. You guys have to play Dark X. That's a fun matchup. I've seen Dark
Oh,
X.
yeah.
That's another scary team.
That's Duck.
That's gonna be close.
Duck and,
That's Duck's team.
That's
Dietrich,
Duck.
right?
That's Duck and Dietrich's
Dietrich,
team.
yeah. Funny story. So they were like,
God, I hate them.
when I like first
Pretty
was
scary,
in
Cody.
Radiance and I was like a champ one. They were like the Radiance GC team, and Tanner and I, Ruby, we like played them in a 2v2 tournament, and they absolutely smoked us. But
Mhm.
this was like 2.5 years ago, so they must have like just not been like grinding
Well,
the
Duck
game
is a
if they're still
father,
around.
so
Oh, that makes sense.
Duck, I believe,
Okay.
is a father, so he does not have
Yeah.
this time anymore. I can tell you that.
Oh, you did
No,
just
they're
have
still
a baby.
they're
I
still
forgot.
scary. They're still very scary.
Yeah.
I can tell you that. So I
Yeah.
I would not take them lightly. They're another team. I think they're also 5-1 right now.
Okay.
I would have to check what their
Oh,
record is.
yeah, no,
Yeah, they're
Dietrich
5-1,
is
I
still
believe.
pretty cracked at the game. Like, I wouldn't
Dietrich is
doubt
crazy.
it if he...
Their roster
yeah.
is full of a lot of names from Radiant.
Who's
so
their third?
let me find out. They have a couple players on their team actually. It is a Duck, Dietrich's Will Clark.
Wait,
Is
like,
their third.
like
And
Will
Chalice.
Will?
Will Clark.
Like,
no,
like
no, no,
Shift
no, no,
Will?
no,
Oh,
no,
okay.
Will
Shift
Clark.
Will. No.
Will Clark.
This is his name is literally Crossbar Banger.
Crossbar
He's
Banger.
not,
Will Clark.
he's
Crossbar
not bad, but
All right,
he's
all right.
definitely a rat.
Cody Allen here is talking bad about them. You're still on the interview, by the way. People can't hear what you're saying, Cody Allen.
Oh
So.
no, that's perfectly fine. I love talking trash about defects and bugs because
Alright then.
dude,
Well, next
each
next
game
week,
I play with them
next
just
week is
gets so toxic.
next week.
Oh,
Next
boy.
week, you're gonna talk trash about me, and I'm interested about that.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna talk all the trash. All right, I remember you back in IGL days when you just kept versing my team. You were so annoying.
Oh yeah, we're back when I grinded this game.
Yeah.
Back when we reverse swept you. I'm going to talk about that because if you're
You
talking trash
did not
all the time.
reverse sweep us.
Yeah, we did. We reverse swept Phantoms. We did. We reverse swept them.
Bull. Well,
I
then
feel like
haven't we
Sporty
beaten
probably
them
has a better
playoffs?
memory.
I have a much better.
That's
I can
Kobe
remember
right now.
specifically reverse sweeping you.
Yeah.
It was on. I don't even remember what his stream was. I don't think he does casting anymore. But no, I definitely remember reverse sweeping you because we had an insane game 5. Anyways, we can talk about all of that some other time here.
Yeah.
Again, thank you all so much for chatting. Maybe I gotta catch up with you, Cody, Allen, a little bit more and actually help you out with remembering that situation. Well, probably not. It's probably better if you don't remember it because it was pretty depressing for you guys. I don't blame you.
You know what? We beat you in
Called it.
playoffs. I hope you know that. We placed second behind Worms.
You did do better than we did in playoffs, but
Yeah, exactly. So suck it,
the
bozo.
50 teams. I'll be honest, the 50 team I was probably the best one I've been on ever. The 2v2 team was insane though back when I was in IGL. The 2v2 team went 10-0. So
Wow.
yeah, no, I'm happy with that. Then I won in 1v1s because I had no teammates. Again, we talk about all that later. Anyways, thank you all so much. Have an amazing rest of your night. I would love to actually see a match against Dark X next week. That would be interesting. But again,
Yeah.
take care, guys. I'll see you
Yeah.
guys again soon.
Yes, sir. Have a good night. Thank you.
40. Thanks for the
Bye.
cast.
That was, of course, Team Ignition. Sorry about the little chatter. Again, it's people I know. I know these guys. Again, that was Cody, Kaliela, and CJ, and Krevlo there with that one. But of course, our action does not end there. Let's take a look at our schedule. We still have another match coming up. Invicta Knights, New Age Demon Hounds. We'll be seeing that match very, very soon. Give us a quick break. We'll be right back with more Skyward Series action as, again, a premiere match. Invicta Knights, New Age Demon Hounds. What a match. That one will be quite scary, quite interesting. But again, we'll need a quick break before we come back. Welcome back, everybody. Back to the Spoiler stream. Thank you all so much for sticking around with me. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking, Rose. I see you in chat. Again, we have our next series coming up. It will be Invicta Knights New Age Demon Hounds. This is a premier match, so these teams are GC2, GC3, and their seasons have, well, they've gone okay. Invicta's 3-2, New Age is 2-3. Both these teams, in their current situation, will make the playoffs, but Demon Hounds at number 20. They're on the cusp of going out of the playoffs, and in the third to last week, you really want to get wins to make this easier for yourself. For Invicta Knights, they're number 11. They're not out of it. They're in a better position. They're not out of it, though. They are only, again, 3-2 compared to a 2-3 team. There's a good amount of pressure on these guys, actually, to perform very well. In fact, there's a good amount of pressure on me now, actually, to make the lobby. I forgot to do that. So let me do that as... Here comes a raid. A follow. Here for the follow. Oh, I'm making an absolute mess of my stream. 1 sec. Thank you for all the Red Jacks. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to this buddy's stream. As I am currently failing, actually, to make my lobby. I was not paying attention properly. Again, Invicta Knights. New Age Demon Hounds. And I am going to make sure I get the lobby info actually out to these players so that we actually do have our matchup. As we will take a look at the rosters right now. And again, both these teams have had decent seasons, some success, some not so much success. There are some really tough teams in this grouping, and they have had to play some of them. I mean, I could probably mention a couple here. Demon Hounds, their losses coming to Swordfish, Splash Bros, and Valor Duck Squad. In fact, they've actually gone game 5 against both those teams, so again, tougher opponents for them, whereas for the Invicta side, this is the top team, their loss coming to the Aces and Hep Beach Sports. But they have actually swept Swordfish Crimson and Valhalla Duck Squad, a team that, again, New Age did not beat, so Invicta Knights are the favorites. Again, their record also helps them in that. And we are just waiting for these teams here. Again, we are just hopefully getting things settled. As I just noticed, I actually made a mistake here on the team name for New Age. I always make mistakes, don't I? I accidentally don't have a space in their name, which their name does have a space. Again, we are going to try to get both these teams in the lobby. Here, as again, this matchup is another best of 5 from the Skyward series. As I hope we're not running into any issues here. I did actually make a couple mistakes, so I'm trying to make sure we fix that. The lobby maker. Yes, I am the lobby maker. Thanks for noticing, guys. Means a lot. As yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm making sure that we get the lobby info out as well. As in sec. Go. As again, we are hoping getting things sorted out. We are hearing from these teams that they are having some delays, so hopefully not too many. Again, I'm hoping that we won't worry too much about it as... Again, Invicta Knights, New Age Demon Hounds. Let me make sure I can get that channel prediction poll going. So that you can win some of those sporty points. The last time, tonight you'll be able to win points. As prediction poll is live. There you go. Make your predictions known. Who do you have winning, Invicta Knights or the New Age Demon Hounds? New Age are going to org that. As you guys know, I am on that org, so yeah, interesting to see this Demon Hounds team after such a long time, having not seen them. Last time we saw them was... Where is it? I think I found it. Again, the last time we saw them was a long time ago, actually. It was back in Blackline, I believe. Yes. I believe it was actually May 17th. I'll be wrong, but I believe again, it looks like it might have been May 17th. So it's been a while since we've seen the Demon Hounds, but they are back here on the stream, so it's nice to see them. And get your votes in on who you think will take this best of 5 series. Definitely make sure we get everything ready here for them. Again, this match would be an exciting one. Hoping that we will get to it again. It sounds like there are some slight delays. Hopefully, not too many though. That's this match will be pushed back too far. We will see. Teams do have time to fix any issues they do have. Again, we'll take one last look at the lineups. Here you go again. These teams ready for action, or at least should be ready for action soon. As I'm gonna make sure we actually get these teams in as soon as we can. Hello there, Woodbookers. How you doing? Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for showing up. We got a last match tonight coming up. Skyward Series Premier 3v3 match. Invicta Knights, New Age Demon Hounds. Invicta are 3-2, New Age are 2-3. As I'm currently messaging these teams, trying to see if we can get them in. As again, hopefully that will help them out here. Just to make sure we get them in the lobby as soon as possible. We are about to hit our match start time, so we're about to go in-game here and see if anybody is joining. And everything should be sorted out any moment now. As again, we're just making sure we get things sorted out. We'll go in game here because these teams should be joining in. Sorry about the delays. We're having a lot of issues here, but I'm hoping that we can get things running. As, yeah, again, we are having some issues. Let me do this real quick. There we go. That should be able to fix any issues. Again, sorry about that. We are trying to get these things in. As again, some bets coming in. Our prediction poll is closing though, so you got your last couple of moments to get your predictions in. New Age Demon Hounds versus Invicta. Invicta are the favorites, 3-2. New Age 2-3. But again, that is extremely close. And in the Premier League, who knows who has this one? I definitely don't. Out, ready to find out, I think. As that prediction poll is closing, I actually forgot to update the stream info. I'm doing a lot of things wrong, am I? Me. There you go. Now it's fixed. Man, a lot of things are going wrong here. Anyways. Nice to see again all the people here again. As soon as we get everybody in the lobby, we'll get ourselves going. Under best of 5 series. This is the last match of the night. And already, I think actually everybody's in. We got Liquids and Peepo, Insane, Lost Stubbs, Chaotic. So everybody's here. Let's get this match going. Best of 5 series. Invicta Knights in the blue, New Age Demon Hounds on the orange. I forgot to change the Demon Hounds name. We'll fix that soon. Here we go, best of 5. 2 teams ready for action. Here we go. Which of these 2 premier teams will kind of do themselves a little bit better here? Demon Hounds and Invicta Knights both a little worried about their playoff chances in the Premier League, where, you know, both these teams are scarily close to getting into elimination. They kind of want to separate themselves from that. A win here against a team that is not too far off from them would be a huge relief. New Age Demon Hounds, again, Liquid and People. We actually saw them earlier this season when they played on New Age Nova. They're a 2v2 team. Here to see their 3v3 again. We've seen the Demon Hounds before. This one to the back wall. Liquids has the block, but he couldn't get enough on it. Lost with the first goal of the series. Invicta Knights start the scoring off in their favor. It's lost with a shot there that Liquids, he knows it's going to go in. He has to get the block. He just couldn't get enough power to fish it out of his net. It rolls its way in, or more rather, it kind of flies its way in, really. Invicta Knights with the first goal of the series. Stubbs, though, wants to make it 2. Dribble! Stopped by Peepo. Invicta Knights with some early aggression, trying to maybe scare the Demon Hounds here. A lot of it going through aerial plays, coming through plays where they test the Demon Hounds and what they can do in the air. Demon Hounds have passed most of them, but it does seem still very scarily, as Invicta Knights doing a lot better at getting these chances. What a dunk there from Lost. Liquids keeps it out. Peepo with the clear. New Age going the other way. Peepo, round 2. Lost, last one back. Gonna go for the bump. Lost won't let him have the opportunity. Invicta Knights can get this one away. Fast in field. Insane. Back to the corner. The Demon Hounds lost. A little bit of boost usage. Now he can dribble this one by straight by Liquids. Ooh, Lost gotta be a little more careful than that. Right in front of his own nets. He gives that one away. The Demon Hounds nearly took advantage of it. Is it up from Insane? Chaotix. Down the field. Dribble. That one's actually close to going in. Peepo will be there. And now Liquids can get this one away. Lost early jump. Now trying to block Insane off the back wall. Chaotix is missed. And that one's in for Peepo. Demon Hounds. Again, their game has really been forced to be put into counterattack measures. They do convert on this one as the miss off the back wall leaves that net wide open. The Demon Hounds fight back. It's now up to Invicta and Demon Hounds to prove who can maybe pull away here. Invicta did it earlier. Finally, they do it here as well. Chaotix will score. And so far, this game has really been decided by a lot of bad giveaways off this back wall. Insane there. He needs to do better. He's just giving Chaotix a free shot in front of goal. And Chaotix won't be missing those opportunities often. Giveaways and mistakes like this, both these teams really feels like they have created opportunities where they force the other team to make mistakes. And it really feels like this game is going to come down to just who makes more mistakes. The offenses have been able to create the opportunities, but they haven't really done well at blocking them. Insane with the demo. Peepo with a goal again. 2 goals for Peepo. And Lost there. Forgo the challenge. And the question really of the hour is why? Why would he do that? He must have expected that one to stay grounded from the Demon Hounds, but you can't expect it when someone's coming in with such power, such pace. Invicta, they can relax here, but that one flicked by Liquids. They can't relax any longer. 2 straight goals on the Demon Hounds. Invicta Knights have a bit of a worry here because right off the kickoff, Liquids with a flick to the back post. That one is perfectly slotted top right corner. This game has been pretty high scoring. No one able to give up any space or opportunities. He's lost. But downfield off the corner. Insane. Lose it away. Chaotix jumping. There's a shot. That's looking for 3. And he gets it. Chaotix with his second. Invicta Knights. And again, right off a bad clear. This time, it is from Insane. I believe he actually made a bad clear earlier this game that gave up a goal. He does it a second time. Invicta Knights prove that it doesn't just happen once, it'll happen twice. And maybe even more times if Insane doesn't fix up his touches there off that back wall. Once again, we're at a tie, a stalemate, but how long will that last? Maybe not very long. Demon Hounds already pushing upfield. Invicta Knights get it back. offense here, and how high scoring this game has been. So many of these goals coming from mistakes. Which team's not going to make as many of them? Invicta Knight's able to keep their defense clear again of another mistake there. That one, a bad challenge. Stubbs. Down to the corner. Liquid trying to catch up. Stubbs. High touch. Liquids. Gives it away, but bumped by Lost. Insane now. Will not make a mistake on that clear. Rage Demon Hounds on offense again. Lost. Ooh, left midfield for Liquids. Light shot. Chaotix with the block there. Insane. Off the corner. Here from Chaotix. Peepo. Demo's Lost goes all in on that guy. Invicta Knights, though, don't really mind that demo. They'll just recover. And they'll see if they can get that ball out. But that's a bad touch from Chaotix. Liquids 1-on-1. Lost with the block. Knights almost made their own bad attempt of a clear there. Still in for Demon Hounds. Across for Peepo. A block from Lost. Chaotix now with the save. In comes a team pitch. That's gone in the field. That's gone off the bar. Lost in front. Shot not in time. Insane with the block. Demon Hounds keep their net clear for that play. And it is still tied. Invicta Knights try again. In comes Lost. Insane with the defense. And Demon Hounds having to play some pretty strong plays on their back end. This game one nearing its close. Demon Hounds. Close plays, so too for Invicta. And only one goal, maybe what is needed to decide this one. Stubbs. Cleared by Peepo. Insane off the back wall. Lost. Almost got bumped there. Liquids wanted to take that one. But now it's a 2v1. Lost. Might do it himself. He's to the back post. Invicta Knights with 21 seconds remaining. Lost. Saw Stubbs following, but decided to go for the selfish play. Invicta Knights benefits. And this game might go the way of Invicta if they can hold their defense down. But the Demon Hounds not letting them have it. Insane. Up for it. Dribble for Insane. Second touch. Down the field. Wants a third! His name says it all! Insane! Down the field! Nobody can stop him! New Age Demon Hounds tie it up in game one! And with minimal time... And I thought that last goal was decided. Insane! Wants to do it again! Double tap! Not given. Stubbs with a block. Invicta... They're gonna let this one hit the ground. No, they'll actually shoot this one upfield. They want a chance. Lost! Redirect! That's off the crossbar! Nearly, but not yet. Invicta Knights almost sold this one at 0 seconds. Demon Hounds with that comeback in the final seconds. A solo play from Insane. We're gonna see a 9th goal from one of these teams. But which one will it be to take game one? Defense has been shaky, but the offenses have been on point. Peepo. That one's weak, Lost. Keep it close. Invicta Knights, gonna force these 50-50s. They want that ball out. They don't want to be on defense for as long as they can. But New Age holding it down. Peepo around the corner, gonna find the bump. Gets it on Lost, but Lost is still standing. And Invicta can get this one away. Lost. Gonna go by himself over Peepo. Insane's last one back. He will clear it. Chaotix. Bumps by Stubbs. A double commit from Invicta. Means they gotta go back. Liquids. 1-on-1! And he takes it! The double commit from Invicta. Liquids takes notice. And he goes the entire length of the field. New Age Demon Hounds take game one in overtime. This series off to a tremendous start. Back and forth. Nobody could stop scoring. New Age. What a showing. That is only game one. There's still much more to go in this series. As now we will move into game two. Wow, that was insane. My voice is already feeling a little shot from that. not think the series was going to be that close so early. As Frosty might actually be making a substitution here for New Age Demon Hounds. I do have him as an option, but we'll see what happens as Frosty is coming in. He'll be removing Peepo here. New Age making a change here in Game 2. They have Game 1. They want more. We'll see how far they can take it. Chaotix off the back wall. Again, Frosty has just jumped in for this one. But now I'm trying to make some adjustments. Game 1 was theirs, but obviously they aren't happy enough with it. They're making a sub, trying to see if that will change things for the better. They want more control, they want more pressure, but they also got a miss there from Stubbs. Liquids with an open shot. You can't be making mistakes like those. The back wall has definitely been a curse for Invicta Knights. Liquids takes it as 1 sec. I'm gonna actually fix things. There we go. Again, we still go in Game 2 here. Invicta now need to make a comeback. Insane off the back wall. He's actually looking for a second touch there. Insane! Oh my goodness! I mean, at this point, you'll have to focus on him if you're on Invicta Knights. Insane is popping off, and it seems like there's no end in sight. Insane, who had that incredible triple tap to tie things up in the final seconds of Game 1 to lead to the overtime that they would eventually take. Now he's got a goal here in Game 2 that doubles his team's lead. New Age Demon Hounds finding so much success. Insane trying to find more. 50 with lost. Chaotix last one back. Insane still has it. One-on-one wants the flick. Couldn't get it there. Liquids gets around Chaotix. Invicta playing so reactive right now. You can really feel just how powerless they are. As the Demon Hounds trying to go with control. Good pass to Frosty. That one's blocked as a double commit. Now Liquid's trying to push his way through. Lost. Another challenge from Insane. Demon Hounds making the Invicta Knights feel small. That's a good dunk from Lost, and maybe some time here for Invicta. Liquids, though, no time given. Midfield option is Insane. The pass comes. The shot goes too. Stubbs will block that, but in comes Frosty. Looking for Insane, but off the corner. Chaotix misses it. Stubbs won't do the same, though. Invicta Knights can get this one away. Chaotix shoots it. Liquids, is he there? Yes, he is, but just in time. Liquids was caught going for boost. Almost had to pay the price, but anyways, Demon Hounds will find that situation, one that they can block. Still, though, maybe not this one. Here's a back post shot. That's gone wide. Lost almost had that one. Went for placement, almost had it. They couldn't do it there. Frosty, ceiling shot, wants it. Chaotix won't let him. Demon Hounds, again, making Invicta Knights feel small. And they're really showing the Knights just how little they have to influence this game. The power shift, the power dynamic definitely on the Demon Hound's favor. Liquids, trying to make it free. Frosty, not on target. Knights, again, reacting to every play as if it will be a shot. Frosty now. That one could even go in. Insane's got that one, but possible cleared over Liquids. Demon Hounds. They're even putting their third man up for some of these plays. That kind of confidence can be one that definitely won't always work for you. Across the net, Frosty. Stubbs hits it back in. Liquids with a clear. Liquids. Lost his miss. That's going to the net. Chaotix gets the save. Stubbs will clear it. Invicta Knights nearly a huge way from the midfield, but they won't get countered there. Now this one. Stubbs demoed. Frosty off the back wall looking for Liquids. One touch. Maybe Insane can shoot. Pinch from Invicta Knights to get it out. Chaotix wants it. The Demon Hounds quick to collapse. And now they go again. Frosty. Lost will clear. Chaotix off that pass. Knights still searching for what would be their first goal of the game. But this game has, again, unlike last game, this game has been very brutal for the Knights. New Age Demon Hounds keeping more control. They aren't scoring as much, but they're also not letting in as much. And it does feel like it's a matter of time before the Demon Hounds can get that third goal, unless Invicta Knights can do something about it. As Lost finds Stubbs around the corner. Insane, but Chaotix is waiting. Second touch from Chaotix. I direct it towards that net, but Demon Hounds will watch as that one is cleared away. Now a good pass. Chaotix will score. The Demon Hounds did not do well on that clear. Frosty and Liquids both went for it. Neither of them did anything really all that useful. And it left Insane in such a difficult situation. He's got to defend a 2v1. He's got to guess where that's going. And he guesses the shot. It ends up being the pass. That net is open for Invicta, their first goal of Game 2. I did see a raid coming in from Cobra. Thank you for the raid, by the way. How was your stream, Cobra? Hopefully it was good, as again, we're now in Game 2 of Invicta Knights, New Age Demon Hounds. Demon Hounds on the verge of taking match points. But Invicta Knights, all they need is one goal to turn things around here. Liquids. Ooh, that one's bounced. Subs. Off the back wall, lost. Luna find Chaotix. Invicta now, it's their turn to make the Demon Hounds feel pressured. Liquids bumps, but he does bump Chaotix into the clear. Creativity from Demon Hounds. But now they're just overcommitted. Frosty's last one back. That touch is very heavy. Frosty's missed, though. And now it's chance for Invicta. Chaotix, midfield for his subs. No shot coming. Demon Hounds trying to let the time do its work. Off the corner, Liquids can't get the clear. Chaotix leaving it midfield. Lost, jumping, still no shot. Demon Hounds trying to let the rest of the time tick away, trying to let it hit the ground, and they do. Game 2 goes to the Demon Hounds. All they need is one more. This game, not nearly as intense, but it definitely felt like Demon Hounds started to lose their grip on the series. It's now Game 3, guaranteed. Again, Demon Hounds made that change, made that substitution. Is it the right decision? Is it the one that they'll stick with? Will they stick with the same roster, or will they put Peepo back in? Again, this game felt a lot more in control for the Demon Hounds, although they did not score as much, even with having 11 shots. We too found its way in. Invicta Knights, their defense was what kept them in this. Unfortunately, their offense did not do the same. Only one goal, and that came in the final seconds. If they don't get themselves off to a scoring early, these games feel very difficult for them to win. New Age Demon Hounds now, all they need is one more game. Invicta Knights, though, can turn things around. Invicta Knights would like a good start. They'd like a hot start as well. This could be the chance for it. Insane's got the dunk, and that's going down the field. Chaotix, they'll curl in towards it. The Demon Hounds already on offense, already looking pretty dangerous, but a double commit means now Frosty's all alone. The Demon Hounds do have that tendency to maybe get a little too confident, and now, oh, Insane, he really did not predict that one correctly. Absolutely panicked, thinking Lost was going to shoot a little bit stronger there. Demon Hounds, a bit fortunate that the Knights did not shoot that one better. Again, another double commit from the Demon Hounds. Insane's last one back. That's a big miss. Frosty's there. Finch, trying to hit it away. Stubbs, jumping. Insane will take the sidewall. Well, now let the Demon Hounds have more space, but Frosty colliding with Liquids. Demon Hounds don't seem to be too bothered by that, though, as they still push upfield. Insane with the pinch. Chaotix sends it back, and now that team bump is going to see its issues because they didn't have anybody upfield. Both players ran out of boost after that bump. There's Liquids. Stubbs with a pinch. Insane. Pulling up the sidewall. Now he's got the clear. Will go as far as Lost. Demon Hounds. Again, no real control at the start of this game. It does feel, again, it is the same roster, but it's not the same kind of start. That confidence that they had, it's still there, but the Knights seem to be having their own sort of confidence. They're also committing pretty heavily as well. Just like Demon Hounds, they need to be careful not to send too many upfield. Again, for the Knights, their defense has definitely been their saving grace this series. At least for Game 2 it was. Game 1 it didn't really play all that well, but Game 2, it played quite well. It only gave up 2 goals to a Demon Hounds team that had possession for what felt like the first 3.5 minutes. As Frosty misses it, Liquids. Stopped by Stubbs. Frosty in control for the Demon Hounds. Around the corner. Lost. Now only as far as Insane off the back wall. Liquids. No shot coming. The Demon Hounds. Goal 1 of Game 2 came from a backward miss. Invicta Knights look to not do that again. In fact, they're the ones trying to read the back wall. Liquid's is... Oh, he does have it, though. I thought he missed. Hounds. Playing defense once again. That touch from Insane has only found the midfield. That's a shot off the bar and popped out. Hounds saved again by a bit of fortune. And for how long can they kind of last with that before things start to get out of hand? Only time will tell as Invicta Knights. Great passing there. Chaotic and Lost immediately saw each other in the field and immediately knew that the right idea there was just to find each other, get the pass that sidewall, and immediately put it on. Again, they're putting on shots that Demon Hounds are contending. Again, the Demon Hounds, how long will they get it? Liquids wants a dunk! Stubbs won't let him. Frosty, missed there. Lost. With control, but Insane won't let him. Chaotix. Insane now. Chaotix with a dunk. Liquids. Off the corner. Second touch. Has he put it on? Yes, he has! What a shot from Liquids! And what a way to get the scoring started. Liquids off the corner. Got the second, and he put so much power on it. That would definitely stunning Invicta Knights, who so far this game can feel pretty confident in themselves. Not anymore. That kickoff, that's perfect! That's a response, 2 seconds. And Stubbs puts in the first for Invicta Knights. This game's all tied up again. Anyways, Demon Hounds could kind of celebrating that goal for a very short amount of time before now they're back to square one. They're back to a tie game. It's back to who scores next to really put on the control. Rossi, though, ready to make another response, but Stubbs there. Won't let it happen that quickly. Liquids now. 50 with Chaotix, midfield. Trying for it is Stubbs, lost. Racing after it, Invicta. Waiting. Waiting a lot here, actually. Anyways, Demon Hounds gave him that space, and maybe that's not the right decision, because in front for Lost. Oh, you need to do better on that shot. That one was weak, and it was uninspiring. Invicta Knights could have done better there. In fact, they should have done better. When you're given a chance like that, you should be putting that one on target. Anyways, Demon Hounds, again, a bit of fortune. That Invicta Knights haven't done more to put on that offensive shooting prowess that I think they can make. This one stays close. Every game so far has been decided by a 1-goal difference. Demon Hounds. Liquids, not past Chaotix. Chaotix doesn't get that one. Frosty wants this one away. Stubbs won't let it. Insane. Pinch with Stubbs. Insane, who's been wider this game than he has in the last ones. I've seen the same kind of mechanical plays that he's gone for earlier. Maybe that's because he's just trying to play a more consistent play style. I mean, when you need a goal, you gotta see, you have to see if maybe one of those kind of mechanical plays can work for you. Is now clear the other way. Insane. That's off his own back wall. Invicta Knights will not challenge soon. Now their chance. Again off the back. Clear it away. Will hit the ground. Game 3. We'll go to overtime. If New Age Demon Hounds score next, this series is over. If Invicta score, we continue. Chaotix. Ground pinch. Hard to stick in that front post, but that was well covered. Both these teams can, again, be happy with their defense, especially Demon Hounds with how much pressure they've had, but it does feel like Invicta Knights have that upper hand, especially when it comes to offense. A lot of those shots from them just could be better from Invicta, and really I think what's hurting them here, if they don't win this game, they'll definitely feel very disappointed about it, because this is a game that I think they've been doing a lot better in. Demon Hounds. They have time. Frosty. Moss will clear it back. Stubbs doesn't read it. Insane. Low boost trying to find Liquids. That's a good pass. Liquids with a shot. That's going to be slow. Still time. Liquids trying to get on Lost there. Last left midfield. Stubbs will miss this one. Frosty. Maybe a shot. That's high. Chaotix keeps it away. But in comes Insane trying to end the series. And he does with that shot. Insane. Again, I mentioned he's been quiet kind of all game long. But this is a goal that will definitely make its mark. Game 3 is over. And New Age Demon Hounds win the series. It's insane with the game winner. In fact, that game winner actually gave him MVP, which is, I feel like that's a pretty reasonable assessment there with the Demon Hounds and how they're playing. It's again a sweep over Invicta Knights, the team that was ranked higher. Demon Hounds now, again, they were ranked 20 before this match. They'll definitely not be ranked any more after this one with an impressive showing here. Again, Invicta Knights taken out in 3 games, and 3 games only. New Age Demon Hounds. Definitely happy with that result. Again, it started with one of the most exciting games we've seen in a while. Game 1, just everybody kept scoring. We went to Game 2 and Game 3, and things got more defensive. They got closer. But of course, again, we're actually going to have an interview with this team, by the way, so stick around for that. Again, that is actually the last match tonight. We'll take a quick look at our schedule. Again, reminder, earlier today, we saw Team Ignition sweep Cerberus FC, and now we see New Age Demon Hounds sweeping Invicta Knights. Again, what a series it was. As joining us here is Liquits. Welcome in, Liquits. Again, a big win, a 3-0 sweep. You guys, Invicta Knights were kind of a imposing team, but you guys definitely showed up. Again, that was a great performance, and I'm sure that sweep definitely is a good thing for you guys.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We played them a couple weeks ago in BLCS, and we lost, unfortunately, 3-2. But today we brought our A game, and as you guys saw, 3-0 sweep.
Of course, again, a 3-0 sweep, just like you did again last time you were on stream when you were on New Age Nova when you swept out of touch. Again, you do it here, and it really all started with Game 1. Game 1, I'll be honest, I don't think any team knew what defense was in Game 1, because I think the defenses of both teams were what their strong suits were, but Game 1 did not do that. Game 1 was exciting, at least for me. I'm sure it wasn't exciting for you guys, continually getting scored on over and over again, continually getting those leads, and then losing it, and then having to come back. It came down to the wire, came down to overtime. Game 1, it was so many goals were scored against you. It felt like every time you guys had a chance, Invicta Knights always took it away. And then in the final seconds, you kind of gave yourself one last opportunity. You got it, and then you took it in overtime. Game 1, with all those goals coming against you, did you ever feel a bit demoralized after every single goal going in?
Well, in Game 1, every time they scored, we scored back, and it just kept up the pressure, and we really wanted to win, so we gave everything. Defense, like you said, in Game 1 wasn't the best, but we still managed to score more goals than they did. That gave us the win.
Yeah, of course, again, Game 1, as impressive as it was. But, of course, again, there was a lot more in that series as well. Game 2, Game 3, I mentioned the defenses. Definitely, it got better. Do you think, Game 2 and Game 3 were a result of how many goals were scored against you? Did you guys intentionally make your defense, or was it just how the series went? Is it just like the series kind of cooled down a little bit? What happened in Games 2 and 3? The defenses, again, kind of showed up, but the offenses started to kind of falter a little bit. Was this an active change for you guys, or did this just kind of be like how the circumstances went?
Well, in Game 2, we had our starter that wasn't there in Game 1 that switched with Oof, or People. People doesn't have a mic, so comms were a bit hard. And, with Frost coming in, we had more comms, and we knew where we were. So rotations and defense itself got better.
Again, you mentioned the rotations got better. It definitely showed as well. And going into Game 3, another OT, it felt like Invicta Knights were starting to claw back, or starting to kind of ask if a reverse sweep was possible. They nearly did that. But again, Game 3 made some... again, Game 3 went to overtime. I'm sure you weren't thinking about any possibilities of a reverse sweep. That, again, you were just thinking about that sweep itself. But tell me just how rewarding that final goal was. The goal that was scored there by Insane, who had an incredible series. Again, how rewarding did that goal feel to all of you?
Well, we saw Insane scoring that, and our first reaction was we were happy since we had a sweep. I think this is our first sweep for our threes team in Skywards. So we were really happy, and also Insane, his first season here is feeling great, scoring goals like this, double taps all through the series, and right now we're feeling good.
Again, you should feel good next week again. You guys still, not out of the playoff run just yet. You are inside the top 20, but you still need to get maybe 1 or 2 more wins just to guarantee it. Again, your next week actually is a forfeit win, so you're actually going to get another win. But your last week, that's going to be scary. You got to play 135 Astra. I've seen that team, and that team is not one you want to mess. Is not a team you want to mess with too lightly here. You got to really show up here against Astra. Anything you want to say about that team? I don't know if you know that team. I do know that team. That team is considered the best team of the 135 organization. So, you have any comments on that?
Well, I don't think I've played them yet, but definitely we're looking for a win against them. And it would be great to end the season. I think we're 3-3 right now. It'd be great to end with 5-3. Yeah.
Well, you're guaranteed 4-3 because next week's a forfeit. But again, 5-3, very possible. Again, you are definitely looking forward, of course, thank you so much for joining me. Before you go, you have any shoutouts, any things you want to say here to the stream?
Yep, I got a shout out for my team. Without them, of course, I wouldn't be here. And for New Age, and the org that's been with me, or I've been with them since I've started. So New Age and my team.
Again, congratulations on your win there, Liquids, and to the New Age Demon Hounds Snide. Have an amazing rest of your night. Hopefully, we'll get to see you again very soon.
Yep. Thank you. Have a good night.
It was Liquids of New Age Demon Hounds joining in here with us. Again, a sweep to end off the night here. New Age Demon Hounds, Frios, Invicta Esports. Reminder earlier, we saw Team Ignition sweep Cerberus FC, both the orange teams actually winning their respective matches, so that was fun. But again, that is it here for the night. Thank you all so much for joining, for being supportive. That's it from me. Again, a fun night of action. I'll be live again tomorrow, so see you all then. Thank you so much for joining this video stream. Everybody take care, be well, and have a great night.